Well, what I have here is an old Knickerbocker box lock. This is a 12 gauge and it has armory steel, choke board. Again, as you can see, I love my shotguns. I'm a shotgun nut. There's just something about a side-by-side, double barrel, forearm. Just, I don't know. I've always have all my life. I'm a shotgun guy. Now, on this side of the box lock, it says Folsom Arms, New Haven. I believe it's New Haven. Let me see. No, New York. I thought it was New Haven. Sorry. New York and Folsom Arms. These were made under hardware store guns. They were pretty inexpensive in its day, so most people can afford these to go hunting and sporting with. Mostly hunting. So if you went to the local hardware, you might be able to pick one of these up for 15, 20 bucks. Back in the day. These were made between 1892 and 1932, I believe, under the Knickerbocker name. So if you ever come across one and you see the Knickerbocker, they were made around 1892 to 1932. All original. Has original worn, chipped butt plate. As you can see, this one shotgun has been around. Has 30-inch barrels with a, your average bead sight on it. Standing rib. So, I would say estimate time frame, I guess dated, maybe around 1918 and 1925. Somewhere around there. That this one was made. Let me start to go here a little bit. Has a lot of personality. It has been repaired at one time, like most of these. See, you can see the cracks here. But it's solid. I'm telling you, it's very solid. I didn't want to do any cleaning up or anything on this. I want to leave it as it is. It is still shootable. But I definitely wouldn't recommend high loads or any type of high power loads. I would just either shoot black powder or light loads in here, like target loads. There you go. Very light pitting inside the barrels. This barrel on the right side is just a tiny little bit of pitting. It's almost immaculate. On here, has a little bit more pitting throughout. But other than that, it's solid. No heavy pitting on the barrel inside the bores, So, like I said, I would still shoot it. I have not shot it. But I definitely would shoot it if I need it in the bind, or maybe go out one day if I could. And put a few rounds in it. The only thing I want to do is take this stock off a little bit if I feel up to it, and just re-glue these cracks. Open them up a little bit and just put some really heavy duty 2-part glue in them, and then I would feel a little bit safer, because there is a screw here and there's a screw under here that goes down and attaches to your trigger guard right here also. So it's pretty tight. There's no movement on it, and when the bores close, the barrels close, is very, very tight on this. So armory steel is pretty tough. It's not like Damascus steel. A lot of people will say, well, it is Damascus. Well, not really. It's a little bit more heavier dutier than Damascus. It's almost as your regular steel barrels. And somebody wanted this thing to work for quite some time, so like I said, they did repair the stock just in a few areas there. They had some tape around it, I guess, originally. There's some slight cracks right there, but the stock itself is nice. There's not one big crack along here. So, but if I can open this forearm up, I will show you what they did. Oops. Can't do it here. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. So there you go. Very crude making of this gun. As you can see with this here, looks like cracks, but it was actually the tool that did that, it looks like. I don't think they're cracks. Could be, but I don't think so. Matching serial numbers. But what they did, if I want to show you, they put a little shim. This is how back in the day they made them. I mean, look at this little tiny tin shim. Okay. Right there. So this little shim somebody made out of a piece of tin, and they took the time to cut it, and then bend it. See that, how it's slightly bent? So they added it to here. See if I'm sticking it on right. I know it goes on this way. So they added it right to there. Sorry about the camera movement. Here we go. That's better. So if you look at it, see? The bent is exactly as the receiver, the front of the receiver. And they cut it where the pins come out. And they put it right in there. So they gave it an extra shim for here so that there's no movement and it's tighter. So when you stick the forearm on, see, I'll stick it on, and it doesn't snap in there until I squeeze it a little bit. But it's on there tight. No movement, no rattle. That's a trick that somebody made. The only rattle is that little shim. It does rattle a little bit. Here. Rattles a little bit. Let me take that off one more time and see if it rattles. So we'll take that off. Take the shim off. Oh no, it's something in here. I'm sorry. I thought that was the forearm rattling. That little shim. But, so, I don't know what that is. Huh. Let me see. Well, I'll figure it out, but other than that, the barrel is tight. Might even be inside the box lock here. Oh, you know what it is? It's the trigger. Trigger's a little loose. Okay. That's it. Right there. And that's what's rattling. Sometimes with the box lock, it's like the old, what do you call it? The old flintlocks, percussions and stuff. The triggers just kind of sit there. You got to bring them down to put your locks, like an old double barrel hammer gun. So there you go. Nice old shotgun. Been around a long time, and it's been around and probably hunted a lot and stuff like that. There you go. Knickerbocker. Oh, this was made by probably Crescent Firearms. Crescent Firearms was a big manufacturer, and with a lot of double barrels, and there's tons of them out there. And the Crescent had different hardware names. Like I said, the Knickerbocker was here. There's a lot of them. I mean, tons of hardware names. Inexpensive double barrels, and chances are you'll get one with a broken stock. For some unknown reason, they just didn't make their stocks reinforced well, or got good quality wood, or manufactured good quality wood, I guess, or did something. Because, oh, here's one right there. See, there's a crack right there. Somebody repaired it. Goes all the way to here. And so this piece must have popped off and they just glued it. I didn't see that one. But most of them are cracked. You'll come across once in a blue moon with one that's not. But, alright. See ya.